All right, this is going to be a little rundown of my tool caddy that I carry with me in my service truck. It's kind of my go-to. I grab it just whenever you get on location or you need to work on something, see what's going on. If you don't have any jobs planned, you just grab this. It kind of has everything you need to fix just about anything on the equipment I work on, which is mostly natural gas compressors and engines. So we'll start at one side and go to the other. These two ratchets I got are a gear wrench. They're flex heads, but they're locking flex heads. They got a really nice thin head profile. They're really solid for the price. I'm impressed with them compared to a lot of the more expensive ratchet brands out there. So I carry an 1/8 or a 3/8 and a 1/4 drive. I got two Klein 11-in-1s. One's magnetic, one's not. These are great. They have nut drivers, Torx, square bits, Phillips, flatheads. And then I got a little cheapo nut driver with a square drive on it from Harbor Freight. It's also got a square drive in the end, so you can put a ratchet on there if you need more leverage. I forget how much this was, but it was just dirty cheap. I grabbed it because I needed something in a pinch, and it kind of just ended up living in the caddy. Got Klein dikes, diagonal cutters. These are Klein Ironworker pliers. And of course, we got the Nipex Master Race, the Cobras. I got them in the 150 millimeter size, all the way up to 300, but Nipex is one of my favorite brands. And then I got a little indexing pry bar. This is one of a set. There's a smaller one and a bigger one, but I just put the medium one in the tool caddy. Standard pry bar. And then I got two flashlights. These are Streamlight. One's a Polytac, one's a HLX. Yeah, the 1000 lumen. All right, I had to put the puppies inside. But where was I? Oh yeah, the HLX, 1000 lumen, and the Polytac. Those have kind of lived in my tool caddy and my toolbox for about 3 years now. They're really solid. But I got a M12 3/8 fuel ratchet, the 6 amp hour battery, and then I got a 3/8 impact M18 3.0 amp hour battery. Always keep those on me. Then I got a pair of cheap long needle nose. I'm gonna replace these with the Nipex brand sooner or later, but they work. And then got the Packout 8-inch extra wide adjustable, and then the Baby Right adjustable. So I'm gonna hop over to the other side and show you the rest. So we'll start with these. These are the Wera pretty much terminal screwdrivers. There's 4 flathead and 2 Phillips. But these are great for doing if you're working on PLCs or inside panels with the small electrical connections, the Deutsch connectors, and the ferrule terminals and all that kind of stuff. These are pretty handy. So I do a lot of electrical troubleshooting, so I keep those on me all the time. Then I got assorted O-ring picks right here, different sizes and shapes right there. And then I got a gray pneumatic extension set, 12 all the way down to 1 3/4 extensions. Then I got the gray pneumatic impact socket set. This is SAE. Most of the stuff I work with is just SAE. So it's 3/8 drive, 12 point, goes from 5/16 to 1 inch. Then right here, I got these little bit kits, and they can be either 3/8 drive or 1/4 inch drive. This one's Torx. I think it goes up. I think this is a T70, so pretty solid size range on there if you ever run into any Torx bits. Then I have the same sets in both metric and standard for Allen keys or Allen wrenches, hex, and these will work on my my ratchets, my extensions, or that nut driver right there. So yeah, they're pretty handy little add-on. Doesn't take up much space. Got my box cutter right there, and then right here I got just a number of different sizes and little assorted adapters. I got 3/8 to half, I got half to 3/4, and then I got a couple small 6 points for super nuts, which uses 6-point bolt. They'll strip out 12 points. I got 3/8 and half universals right there. And then I got this nifty little guy, but it takes a 3/8 square drive into a quarter hex. And I use that. You can use it for any kind of quarter hex bit. But then I carry these drill bits from 3/32 to 5/16. So if I need to drill a hole or clean something up or do whatever, I don't have to hop down, go grab a drill and my drill bit set. I have something to use right there. And then 9/16 and half, 9/16 deep, 9/16 wobble, half wobble. And those are the sizes that pretty much I use mostly. A lot of 9/16, which you'll notice. That's what I have. It's like my version of the 10mm. So over here I got the ratcheting combination wrench set from Gear Wrench, and both sides are ratcheting. So there's a detent inside there, and that goes in when you're going backwards, and then when you go to tighten, it comes out and catches the nut. Really handy for like tubing fittings that you can't use a box end on, or just hard to reach nuts that you can't get the box end or any kind of ratchet on. So they really speed things up. And then for real tight spaces, I got a shorty 9/16 and this long pattern 9/16 from Gear Wrench. And then I got this banana wrench. This has 9/16 and 5/8, so it's great for doing stuff on like the turbos on the Caterpillars. Use a lot of 9/16. It's real hard to get to, so I always keep one of these. And then the starters are 5/8 on the big 3600s and the 35s, so that's what I use for that. And then I got my Klein multi-tool, or wire tool right here. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this into the Caddy so you can see how it packs up and how it fits. When I got done filming, I didn't realize that I had not talked about the tool tote itself. So what I got here is a Milwaukee Packout with one of their compact tool organizers on the bottom. So I keep all my small stuff and stuff that gets scrambled or lost in the bottom of the bag easily inside the organizer underneath. Then I keep all my other tools, my tall stuff, long stuff, all in the slots up top. So it's pretty good for organization, and it's compatible with all my Packout stuff that I have on my truck. So I'm a real big Milwaukee fan. I love this Packout stuff. They don't give me any discounts or pay me anything. I just love the stuff and think it's great. All right, I just realized that I forgot something else on my Caddy video, and that is my meter bag. Can you see it? I do a lot of electrical troubleshooting, controls, panels, PLCs, all the stuff that controls and does condition monitoring on the equipment. So I have just this bag of stuff I keep with me that helps me just troubleshoot and figure out what's going on with the units. This is just the basic bag. Inside the truck I got a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of higher end meters, clamp meters, meggers, process calibrators, signal generators. That kind of stuff I keep inside. I break out when I'm doing like a motor PM, or if I'm really doing some troubleshooting, some setup, some calibration, or commissioning for the controls, anything like that. But just my general go-to, what I grab when I'm trying to go fix something, figure out what's wrong, if something's going down on an electrical issue or sensor issue, this is the bag I grab. And it can live right there in the Caddy. So it kind of takes the space of the ratchet and the impact. The ratchet's actually still in there. It's just behind it. But the impact I hang from one of the straps on the front. that is meant for the level, but it hangs the impact just fine. I can actually hang a couple, but it all depends on what I'm doing that day. So let's go through what I keep inside this little bag here. So these are Klein meters, and they're nice meters. I like them. They've been great for me a long time, and they always stay pretty close to calibration with all the real nice fluke stuff, so they're good. But this is an MM1000 multimeter, and as you can see, it's been around the block quite a bit. This is actually the second set of leads. Replaced this magnet for hanging it on panels and stuff, and it's been through countless set of batteries and a few of the fuses for the amperage reading side. So it does amperage, temperature, voltage, auto ranging, does milliamps, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the signals that I deal with are 4 to 20 milliamps, so that comes in handy if I'm troubleshooting a loop. And then this is the temp gun I use, and so if shooting valve temperatures or troubleshooting a cooling system or any kind of other issues, this temp gun can kind of help you see what's going on. But it is the IR10, and it from about -40 to 1200 degrees. It's a 20-to-1 ratio, and then it's also a K-type. So if you put a K probe in the top right there, you can actually measure temperatures with a K probe. You can measure temperatures with a K probe on this one as well, so I actually have that capability on both. So those are the two Klein tools that I keep in there. And then here we have a couple of goodie bags and containers, and so let's go through what we have in the bag. So in here we got some different kind of test leads. This is the K probe for the IR10. It's just a standard K connection. And then here's the K probe for the MM, the multimeter, and actually has a K type adapter on there, so you can just plug it right into these two, and then you'll be able to read temperature. I got my normal leads on there, and then for my normal leads I have alligator clips. Alligator clips really come in handy. And then I have a set of these test leads, and these test leads have, these go into the meter, and then these have an end device for a couple of these, and these are just real fine pins. So if you're on a panel or you're in real small tight spaces and you need to read a voltage or an amperage or resistance, continuity, anything like that, these will help you get in small spaces and panels and all kinds of stuff you can't get the big probes into. And these are awesome, but these are spoon probes. So I deal a lot with Deutsch connectors and really big Canon plugs and all types of ECU connectors and stuff with, like, you know, hundreds of pins. And so when you're pinning something out, trying to figure out what's going on, instead of having to pull the pins out with the spoon or pull the connector out, you can actually have everything hooked up, everything running, and then read your readings from the back of that connector with these. So these are extremely handy. But yeah, that's my meter bag, and thanks for watching my videos. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more about my work truck, about what I do out here, and just anything and everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and please check out all the rest of mine, and thanks for watching.